Deep down, I bet you actually crave adversity because you know it has the power to transform you completely. Yet we choose the easy path with instant gratification and the avoidance of pain. I know I did. Here, I'll explain. My dad closed his dream business in Lebanon and landed us in Canada so we could pursue our dreams. Not once did I hear him complain as he worked hard at making a life for us. Meanwhile, I worked hard too, at leaving a trail of trouble. From being a very successful class clown to failing all my classes in grade 11 except for PE. Teachers said I would amount to nothing. Dad, he didn't say anything. I got in trouble in the community and often hung around the wrong crowd. Dad didn't say a thing. And as I struggled in university, he was quiet. At 21, my second year university final exams were the only thing standing between me and, you guessed it, partying this summer like never before. But part of me feared where this would lead. I knew my dad sensed this. Have you ever struggled on the same path that keeps leading nowhere? I knew that path. Worse, I didn't even care. Then my life spiraled out of control. Weak, sick, and tired for months. The doctor said, I'm afraid it's cancer. Hodgkin's lymphoma. Has news ever hit you hard in the chest? What effect did it have on you? For me, it felt like a wrecking ball. It left me depressed. No partying that summer. Cancer killed my plans. The countless trips for treatment and surgery put my life in the doctor's hands. Where do your thoughts go when you're suddenly forced to really think to your past, to your future? For the first time, I deeply thought about it all. I slept most days away as the treatment knocked me out. I reflected a lot and realized I disappointed my dad and stressed my family out. My finals presented a crucial moment in life, but the energy to study I couldn't find. If I blotched them, I'd fail and have to repeat the year, putting me in a grave bind. I could salvage the year and improve my grades, but that requires the impossible, getting straight A's. Ever felt unclear about what to do, yet you knew you had to do something different? That experience arrived for me. On my next hospital visit, they needed to radiate my abdomen. The doctor said, "This will make you sick to your stomach." I was like, "Okay, doc, yeah." As I glanced at Dad, who cracked a smile. We drove barely a few blocks away and I said, "Dad, pull over quick." I violently opened the passenger door and vomited. I remember a bunch of students erupting with laughter at the sight of me. All I could think of was, I can't believe this is happening. Then I felt my dad's hand on my back, as if to say, I'm here for you. I've always been here. Dad and I didn't interact much to and from the hospital, except today, he kept his arm around me until we arrived home. Back on the couch, I fell asleep. I awoke to the smell of his Captain Black tobacco. Dad reclined on his lazy boy next to me. "Are you okay?" he said. I said, "Yeah, I'm better, but Dad, I hate this university thing. It's not for me." He unfolded his lazy boy and turned to me with his big brown eyes filled with care and certainty. I could sense he waited a long time for this opportunity to talk. For the first time, I actually wanted to listen. He said, "If I had the opportunity you had, I would take it, no matter what." He said, "Most people shy away from pain instead of leaning into it, son." Dad was right. We are all guilty of this. What are you shying away from instead of leaning into right now? My dad continued, "Oudi, have you even tried? I mean, really tried? I knew I hadn't. But Dad, what's the point now if there's a chance I could die? He looked at me dead in the eyes and said, "You are not going to die. So now what?" The room went deathly quiet. What he said next registered to the bone. He took a deep breath and said, "Look at me, son. In life, you are either building your future or wasting your time. No one knows how much time they have. So whether you have a short life or a long one, investing your days on building your future means feeling inspired each and every day. This beats just wasting time and taking the easy road that leads to nowhere. It's your life, son. You decide." Dad always thought it was doctor material because I really loved helping people. In fact, all the partying I was doing was just an escape, combined with me having a hard time saying no to friends. As I lied in bed staring at the ceiling, I felt ready to try something new. For the first time ever, I cracked open my textbooks and looked with fresh eyes. My curiosity grew. After turning a few pages, a thought came to me. What if I actually got the A's on my finals? It would be the perfect gift if I actually died. They would remember my grand exit because I faced my fears. And if I didn't die, I would have built my future by one more brick instead of just wasting another summer. Inspired suddenly by the opportunity, just as Dad said, made me want to change. Besides, I was sick of doing nothing. Can you relate to desperately wanting your life to change directions? Although my health was a priority, so too became academia. My idea was so grand. I was inspired. I had my sights on getting straight A's on my final exams. Their hearts would expand. But I heard voices from those teachers who said my future is bleak. Can I do this now while feeling so weak? I stopped caring about what people thought. I studied anyway, but with much stress day in, day out. I vomited often from the treatment. I thought, this is impossible. I had tremendous self-doubt. The exams proved grueling, but even worse, the waiting. Oh, the agony until I finally got the results. Did I get the A's? Look, I tried my best, and I did get them, to everyone's surprise and mine too. I remember Dad's smile when he said, "I am so proud of you." I healed because cancer was caught early and treatments were a success, but in large part because of my positive attitude, no less. My energy and my hair returned. My family rejoiced that my body was anew. My mind became something I wanted to master. I had a thirst to learn and my ambition grew. Cancer never came back, but my dad's words stayed, words that consume me every single day. You are truly either building your future or wasting your life away. Focusing on building your future gets you inspired, and that's how I got the A's, this incredible result. Dad's right. You too will get results this way, by default. You know when you're inspired, your mind and body heal and function at their best. You awaken your potential and bravely face even your toughest test. Thanks to Dad, my chief aim became crystal clear. To inspire people, no matter where you are in life, to reach for the next level, despite pain and fear. I graduated with high distinction from the University of Toronto with a degree in psychology and biology. And as a health professional, my focus continues to be the mind and body. When helping others with physical or mental stress, no matter the kind, they realize, as you may have, that the source of any meaningful result is indeed an inspired mind. My dad died years ago, but I still hold his words dear. So let me ask you frankly, are you building your future or wasting your time? Are you taking important steps every day or staring at your challenges thinking they will somehow shrink or go away? Deep down, I bet you too crave adversity because part of you is curious about how it can transform you completely. Maybe it's time to say no to the easy life, to instant gratification and the avoidance of pain. Maybe you have something to lose, but what will you gain? You can surprise yourself too with great results. Self-awareness, conscious focus on tomorrow, and inspired action is what's required. No matter your past, your struggle, or those voices in your head, there's always a way to get inspired. You don't wait for a near-death experience like me. You get there without the nudge from tragedy. When it comes to your future, forget the excuses and forget saying but. Get inspired. Get results, no matter what.